Good day, everyone. Our topic for now is about conic section ellipse, where we will discuss about how to find the equation of ellipse whose center at the HK. Now, there are two equations of ellipse whose center at H and K. First is the quantity of x minus h squared over a squared plus the quantity of y minus k squared over b squared is equals to 1. We will apply this equation if the major axis of an ellipse is along with the x-axis. Second is the quantity of y minus k squared over a squared plus the quantity of x minus h squared over b squared is equals to 1. And we will apply this equation if the major axis of an ellipse is along with the y-axis. And this two equation is the standard form. And the equation ax squared plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equals to 0 is the general form. Since we already know the equations of ellipse whose center at h and k, now let's try an example for further understanding. Example is, find the equation of the ellipse having its center at -1 and -1, vertices at the -6 and -1 and 4 and -1, and foci at the -5 and -1 and 3 and -1. First step is to graph it, and the graph is look like this. Center at the -1 and -1, vertices at -6 and -1, and 4 and -1, and the foci at the -5 and 1, and 3 and -1. Since the vertices is along with the x-axis, the major axis of an ellipse is along with the x-axis. Since the major axis is along with the x-axis, the equation we will apply is the quantity of x minus h squared over a squared plus the quantity of y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. Now, how do we get the h and k? The h and k is from the given center, which is -1 and -1. The h will be -1 and the k will be -1. And how do we get the a and b? Well, through this equation or formula, we can get the a and b, where the a is the distance between the center and the major axis or vertex, b is the distance between the center and the minor axis, and c is the distance between the center and the focus. Now back to our graph, where a is the distance between the center and the vertex. A is 5, while C is the distance between the center and the focus. C is 4. So now we can proceed, where A is 5, C is 4, and B is unknown, which is required. Through this equation, we can find, or we can get the B. C squared is equals to A squared plus B squared. 4 squared is equals to 5 squared plus b squared. 16 is equals to 25 plus b squared. B squared is equals to 25 minus 16. B squared is equals to 9 and b is equals to 3. Since we already know the value of h and k and a and b, now we can proceed to get the equation of an ellipse. The equation is the quantity of x minus h squared over a squared plus the quantity of y minus k squared over b squared is equals to 1. Now let's substitute the given value. The quantity of x plus 1 squared over 5 squared plus the quantity of y plus 1 squared over 3 squared is equals to 1. The quantity of x plus 1 squared over 25 plus the quantity of y minus 1 squared over 9 is equals to 1. That will be the standard form. Now we write it through general form and through this solution, which is 9 times the quantity of x plus 1 squared, 25 times the quantity of y plus 1 squared is equals to 25 times 9, which is 225. Now let's simplify. 9 times the quantity of x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus 25 times the quantity of y squared plus 2y plus 1 is equals to 225. 9x squared plus 18x plus 9 plus 25y squared plus 50y plus 25 is equals to 225. Now let's transpose the 225 and equate to 0. 9x squared plus 18x plus 25y squared plus 50y plus 191 is equals to 0. Now let's write it into general form, which is 9x squared plus 25y squared plus 18x plus 50y plus 191 is equals to 0. So that will be our equation of an ellipse. And if we graph it, looks like this. The A is 5, B is 3, and C is 4. This will be the ellipse. I hope you understand. Thank you and God bless.